I'm here this morning in front of the trailer park at Clarabelle Decker. They've built a trailer park of windowless classroom buildings that's right there behind me. And obviously, if you bought a house in a neighborhood with normal built houses instead of trailers, you were hoping not to have a trailer park across the street from you. But if you moved across the street from an elementary school, you probably do have a trailer park across the street from you. And these particular buildings have been here for quite a while. They're a good example of substandard schools. And so you can see also the steps that they're out of compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, which requires that people with wheelchairs and walkers be able to get into the classrooms. So they don't have that, and it's a violation of federal law. But more importantly, I'm going to do a video for you that talks about one example of why this is substandard schools for some children as opposed to our standard schools or the industry standard of schools for others. Thanks. So we're standing here in front of John S. Park Elementary School, and this is a project that had been completely through a phase replacement in 1994 or early 95. Old portables were taken away, a new classroom building was built, a new admin building, a new library, and since then they've built another portable city out here, and I like to call these things windowless prisons. And this is just incompetent planning. For one thing, it's illegal because you see the steps going up those classrooms. That's a violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act, which is a civil rights law. But the other thing is, when we have nice classrooms, why are we putting kids in these things? I've already done another video about portables, and so I'm not going to go into that. But what I want to talk to is about intentionally overpopulating the school. Now, if they had more population coming to the school than the buildings could support, they're supposed to go to a year-round school. That's what the voters voted for in 1998, and the school district instead is wasting money on buying portables and placing them in every neighborhood in the city or in the valley, and it's detrimental to the neighborhood, it's detrimental to the children, and it's a waste of taxpayers' money. So in addition to that, you'll hear people like Wake Up Marcette Lewis complaining about the fact that these are so distant from the restrooms and it's bad for the children because they're afraid to leave and go to the bathroom, or you have to stop the whole class and walk the kids to the bathroom, whereas when you're in the interior of the building, you can just let the children go down the hall by themselves one at a time if just one child needs to go. So it's harming the amount of educational time that children are getting too. And I'd like to know why this is done. It just seems like such an incredible waste of money, and it's obvious on the face of it that these buildings are just windowless prisons for completely detrimental to children and of no help to the educational system at all. I wonder why something's not being done to put a stop to it. Terry Janison, and the president of the school board, and the other school board members seem to be in major support of continuing on this program even today, and have stood up for it and said that's our standard. And so there we are with this substandard standard when we could be having as good as most of the other school districts in the country without wasting additional money. Thank you.